Mine's worse, I can guarantee you mine is worse. Look, I'll show you something. This is taken when I was about 15.
Mine's 50 quid a month.
It's on my driver's license, isn't it? Somewhere. Ah, here it is.
Oh, I'll be having one of them soon.
Boom.
Oh. Do you know what? You look like a kid called an asshole in my class.
I've got a brother called Nathan. No, it's literally like start commentating in about 5 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, I can have a drink. I've managed to get better photographs on my fucking phone. Than the freaking camera.
I said they were a bit blurry on the... but you're doing well. You're doing really well.
Did you see the light? Turn right, you'll be alright.
It's just really not... No, it's not that. It's the light as well.
Step into the light. No, no.
Yeah, of course. Don't worry, it's perfect. It's good experience.
No, it annoys me because I'm a perfectionist, if you haven't noticed.
Yeah, I have noticed, yeah.
Kick me while I'm down.
But I can still kick it, right?
Kick you back twice as hard. That's on my way
Plus, that still won't hurt.
I'll kick you.
50-50 ticket 184. Hasn't been claimed yet. 184. Then you got a 50-50 ticket.
I ain't got a ticket, but I'll still claim it.
Yeah.
I ain't no dog.
Roll over to next week.
Sod off, I've got work to do.
You win that 50-50 again, Keith.
Come on, United!
And we're back underway here on Hillz FM Matchday. Liam Cook here, your commentator for this game, Coventry United versus Racing Club Warwick. Fantastic encounter here so far, 1-1 between these two very evenly matched teams. Matt Brown putting United in front around 2 minutes in. And the one to tell you about Matt Hutchcock's on the edge of the penalty area. Dangerous start there from Racing Club Warwick. A sign of intent from the racers. It's played back into play. Here's Marley. He's got support with Morton on his left-hand side. It's played back towards the Warwick defence. It's going for a Warwick throw-in. Broadcasting live on YouTube. All you got to do is search Hillz FM Matchday in your YouTube search bar. You'll find us no problemo. And we've also got a match on Saturday as well. We're kicking off at 2:30 p.m. Same time, same place here on Hillz FM Matchday with your host Liam Cook. As Warwick have another throw-in in the United half, around halfway into the United half. A very close encounter between these two sides so far. And as things stand, United would go back to the top of the league on goal difference as the throw-in is taken towards Marley. And Marley tries to get the cross in. And the referee has blown his whistle for offside against the Warwick man. And I don't need to remind you what happened last time Coventry United were at home. Late drama in the 2-2 draw against AFC Hinckley, which you can hear over and over and over again on our YouTube channel. It's been viewed almost 130 times, just that second half alone. So of course we thank you for tuning in to Hillz FM Matchday. It really does mean a lot to have you with us. And of course you can get in touch with us via Twitter at MatchdayHills. Anything to do with today's broadcast. And for inquiries about the show, you can also get in touch with us via the email, which is hillsfmmatchday@gmail.com. As United have the throw-in around the halfway line, which is going to be taken by Glasgow. Thrown forward. It's headed forward by Morton. And Warwick have the ball in the centre now. The pass ended up catching out Adam Late, and Unduna has the ball now on the left-hand side. And the pass back to the fence was not a good one, but they do have the ball back again. And the passing in the centre has not been perfect. And United lose the ball for a fourth time just in this passage of play alone. And here come Warwick. And that's good defensive play there by Prinzel to play it out with Marley just behind. And it is a throw into Warwick halfway into the United half, taken by Knight. And it was towards Marley, and it's come off the Warwick striker for a United throw-in. It'll ease some of the pressure on the boys in red here at Sphinx Drive. Warwick had the ball in the centre, play forward by Late. And here's Morton now, scorer of the only Warwick goal in the reverse fixture. Play towards the left-hand side to Buswell and caught out well there by Glasgow. And here's O'Grady. He's got Blythe and Brown in the centre. Plays it onto the left-hand side. Munduna with a fantastic piece of play there and fires it across goal. And it's gone out all the way out for a throw-in. Was it a pass? Was it a shot? I'm not too certain, but it's not found its intended target anyway. Great switch of play there by O'Grady. From the right wing all the way over to the left wing, finding Nduna. Good touch there by the winger. Again, not too certain whether it was a pass or a shot, but let's just say it didn't find its intended target, and it is a throw-in to Warwick. And Morton fires it down line towards Smith. And it's a foul against Coventry United. I believe it was Prinzel who's been penalised for a foul on Smith, and Warwick have the free kick on the halfway line. So score remains here at Sphinx Drive, 1-1 between Coventry United and Warwick. United still with two changes available. They still have Allen, Moodim, Briscoe and Blake on the substitutes bench as United try and get this one clear. And Briscoe heading it clear at the second opportunity. Blythe couldn't get his head in that one, and Warwick trying to play it back forward. Here's Morton on the left side and plays a lovely ball to Brown. Couldn't get past the challenge, and Nduna races away. That's a fantastic challenge there by Jamie Coleman. Here is Nduna trying to beat Late. Finds O'Grady. Now over to Blythe. Brown. He's got Glasgow on his right side. Tries to find Glasgow. Glasgow puts it in! And he just fires across the face of goal. And it has taken a touch out off a Warwick man, and it will be a throw-in to Coventry United right by the corner flag on this left wing. And the Warwick defenders aren't happy that the throw-in has been given. But United are going to take this one with Coleman on the end of it. He's going to fire this one into the box. He's got Brown and Blythe in there, as well as O'Grady and Nduna and Musa waiting on the edge of the box. So there are options in the centre for Coventry United. Run up by Coleman. It's put in and it's headed straight back out, but Coleman will pick that one up again. It's put back in, and once again the defender claims it. And the counter-attack is on. United eventually clear their lines with Rob Prinzel. Straight back to the Warwick defence. And United have it in the centre with Musa. Played back to Prinzel. And United are going to try and build from the back here. Nduna chests it to Blythe. Back to Nduna on the left wing. Surrounded by yellow shirts, and finds Josh O'Grady on this left-hand wing. Works his way into the area. Crosses. And it's just couldn't quite get connection there. Matt Brown has been into a great area. Low cross in front of goal. Brown just couldn't get a touch on it. And it's gone out for a goal kick. So let's go for a run through again of the United team. Morris, Glasgow, Coleman, Musa, Hutchcox, Burgess. Sorry, Hutchcox has actually gone off now, so it was Prinzel replacing Hutchcox. Burgess, O'Grady, Blythe, Brown, Cox and Nduna. The Warwick team: Downing, Knight, Buswell, Hayden, Reynolds, Campbell, Morton, Late, Smith, Malley and Brown. So those are the lineups for both teams, and as I said, Martin Hutchcox substituted for Coventry United. He was replaced by Rob Prinzel. I believe it was due to a head injury. Hutchcox suffered a little bit early on in the game, which forced him off the pitch for a brief period. And Blythe tries to find Nduna, and it's eventually come to Matt Brown. He's got O'Grady in the centre, still Brown, and tries to find O'Grady, and the clearance wasn't a decent one, and then Duna fires it a goal with a volley, and it's just gone wide. Great effort there from Muzzy and Duna, trying to make the most of this rare start. A few changes made from the disappointing result at Cadbury last Tuesday, a 2-1 defeat at the Triplex Sports Association ground. So it's still 1-1. As we are around 10 minutes in to this second half. And you have to pick up the ball again on the left-hand wing, and Duna tries to find O'Grady, just nicked by Buswell. Cox picks it up in the centre, but Marley does well and gets the ball back and puts in a ball for Morton, just cut out well by Coleman, and he puts it out for a throw-in. He'll play the back two in the centre, and the pass towards Nduna goes straight to Cameron Knight. But the pass forward by the Warwick defender only goes as far as I believe it was Burgess. And again, the pass towards the United attacking area is not a good one, and Downing is going on a little bit of a jolly ride here. Picked up the ball and was trying to beat O'Grady. And it's not the first time that he's ventured out of his area. The last time he did it, he had dire consequences. It led to a Matt Brown goal. And the attempted Warwick clearance, and then put them in more danger. Cross opportunity here by Prinzel. Still going Prinzel into the area. Musa has it on the edge of the box. And it's whipped in. And it's gone straight across goal. And Duna will not keep that one in play. And it's I believe it's a throw into Coventry United. In fact, no, it's been given as it's a goal kick. Very hard to see from this position. There's been a third goal at Ashton Gate. Bristol City 0, Brighton 3. Hemed with the goal there. And Hull now lead at Ipswich. The championship leaders in front thanks to Mo Diarmi. Early goal in the second half there for the former West Ham man. And goal kick to be taken by Downing. Only as far as Prinzel, but the header only finds a Warwick midfielder as Smith races to the left-hand wing and picks up the ball, crosses it, and it's just tipped over by Morris. I don't think Morris was expecting it to go that close to the goal. He has to just push it over the crossbar. And it will be a corner to Racing Club Warwick, which will be taken by Chris Hayden, number 4 central midfielder. 6 men in the area. And it's whipped in, and it's gone only onto the top of the net. So straight out for a goal kick, which Morris wants to take quickly. Score remains Coventry United 1, Racing Club Warwick 1. There's been a second goal in the Champions League last 16 match. Juventus 0, Bayern Munich 2. So the German champions taking control of that match. And Ian Robben, the former Chelsea and Real Madrid midfielder, scoring the second goal 10 minutes into the second half. So again, Juventus 0, Bayern Munich 2. And still no goals in the match between Arsenal and Barcelona. And Morris has the ball in the penalty area after an attempted attack from Warwick, ended up in a poor pass straight to the goalkeeper. Here's Coleman, and the pass towards Nduna, cut out by Morton. Smith and Brown was cut out there by Gift Musa. The referee, James Cox, has called for a free kick. Around 15 yards into the United half. And of course, we invite you to follow us on Twitter at Matchday Hillz. Send in your fan feedback, your predictions, anything that you want to say. It is your show after all. Free kick put into the area, headed straight back out by Cox. And Blythe will come away with that one booted forward. And O'Grady has got that one on the right-hand wing. Cuts into the centre, just outside the area. O'Grady may have a go here! Oh! Oh, just tipped over! What a save! Brilliant stop there from Connell Downing. It was a sensational run from O'Grady, well worthy of a goal. But a punch over from Downing, where he looked for all the walls as if it was heading straight for the roof of the net. You got to give Josh O'Grady props there. That was a sensational run, just not quite enough to give United the lead here at Sphinx Drive. And the corner routine certainly hasn't worked out because the referee has called him back. And not too sure what the decision is here from the referee. I believe it was Nduna and O'Grady trying to play a 1-2 from the corner. I'm not sure whether the referee's called offside on this one, but what's the final decision from the referee? It looks like he wants to take the corner again, very similar to the decision at the Hinckley game, and the referee is denying Nduna the chance to take it quickly whilst the goalkeeper was on his line. And the referee has asked Muzi Nduna to take the corner again. Actually, so Grady's gone over to take this one now. Grady ready to swing this one in with his left boot. Spin towards the centre, headed straight back out by the Warwick defender as Hayden boots it clear. And it's kept in. And a foul given against Jamie Coleman for a trip on, I believe it was Smith, who took a blow from behind. As the striker tried to keep the ball in play, he did do so and was caught by Coleman, who may well be booked here by Mr. Cox, the referee. And the striker is back up, no harm done. And just a stern word from James Cox to Jamie Coleman. No yellow card needed, it's good to see in the modern game. A couple more goals to say about in the Championship. Brentford 2, Wolves 0. And Sheffield Wednesday 0, Queen's Park Rangers 1. And Queen's Park Rangers actually missed a penalty through Gary Hooper in this match as well. So they're really missing their chances there at Hillsborough. The free kick's played forward, headed away by Coleman. Here's Nduna. And Coleman eventually plays it out of danger, and a foul given against Morton for a trip on Nduna. And a substitution here for Racing Club Warwick. And it is the number 16, Will Green, who's going to come on for Jake Brown. So like switch here for Racing Club Warwick. Jake Brown replaced by number 16, Will Green. So the first substitution for the Racers in this match. As the referee takes Green's name and shirt number for his book. As Morris prepares to take this free kick just outside his area. Score remains at 1-1. We're around 20 minutes into this second half, which is less than half an hour to go. Warwick had the ball down the left-hand side. Here's Morton. And Morton may have a go here, but decides to keep on going. He's still going, Morton, looking for an option, and the shot towards goal, well blocked by Nduna. And Warwick press forward again. And here's Will Green getting into the action for the first time on the right side of the box. And his first piece of action will not go down well with the trailing supporters, but he's won the ball back after he missed the ball when trying to cross. He's won the ball back. It's gone across to the left-hand side now. United trying to push Warwick back, and they have done. It's back with the defenders, and Warwick have to play from the back again. And Knight with an ambitious effort, and Myers had to get down low and catch that one. Definitely ambitious run, about 5 yards away from the halfway line. But you know what? They always say you don't win the raffle if you don't buy a ticket. Another goal in the Champions League. Juventus 1, Bayern Munich 2. So it's game on in Turin. It was Dybala who got that goal. Here comes Coventry United, crossing opportunity with Matt Brown on the right side of the area. Now it's gone straight across goal, and Nduna couldn't get there in time. Goal kick, Racing Club Warwick. Frustrating times for Coventry United, trying to craft a decent attacking opportunity. They've got another goal in the Championship. Sheffield Wednesday have equalised at home to Queen's Park Rangers. Nuhiu with the equaliser. And still no score at the Emirates. Arsenal and Barcelona remains goalless. I know we're still trying to get some score updates from the match with Nuneaton Griff. There have been no updates on their Twitter at the moment, so yeah, doing the best that we can. It's very difficult to keep track of the score, and just have a look at the scores now, and Nuneaton Griff are actually 3-0 up. So Nuneaton Griff leading by 3-0 at Heather St John's. Not good news for Coventry United. And a throw-in given to Coventry United midway into the attacking half. So just to recap, Nuneaton Griff lead by 3-0 at Heather St John's. And Nuneaton Griff currently in third place, and the match at home to Nuneaton Griff is coming up within the next month or so. Very big month coming up for Coventry United with games against Lichfield, Nuneaton and Bromsgrove in the coming weeks. It's a nervy time, a very exciting time. Coventry United have a throw-in in their own half here after a long ball forward by Warwick went out on the right-hand side. And Coleman is going to take this one.
Over the middle.
Around 20 minutes until the end here. Played forward by Warwick, headed on by Smith, and Smith will get to this one. He's got options in the centre with Marley, and the low cross only as far as Prinzel, and United can rest easy now, try and work this one out of danger. Lofted ball by Prinzel. Can Brown get on top of that one? Downing chests it away from Brown after coming out, but a huge error by Downing. He's lost the ball in the centre of the park. He's out of goal, and the shot from Cox as Downing raced towards his goal goes wide. United took far too long with that one, but what on earth was Conal Downing doing? He just hasn't learnt his lesson. That's exactly how the first goal came about, when he came out to meet a loose ball and was caught out by Brown, who lifted it over him into the empty net. This time Downing gets away with it, but it was very much the same situation, getting the ball away from Brown this time, but losing out to, I think it was Blythe getting to it first, as Downing tried to race to his, back to his goal. The Warwick defence did well to delay the United shot just enough. And the shot from Cox going wide as Ross Briscoe prepares to come on. More attacking options for Coventry United, who have been playing with a 5-man midfield during this game. So you'd have to expect that one of the midfielders will be coming off, as United try and craft an opportunity with O'Grady. And he's found Blythe. Cox, he's got an option on the left with Jamie Coleman. Finds Coleman. He just dodges a sliding challenge there from Malley, and a foul given against Coleman. And he's going to book him here. Didn't look too much into it. I'm quite surprised that the referee's given a foul there. A little bit of a push into the back of, I believe it was Ashley Buswell. And a yellow card for Jamie Coleman. And I can see why the referee's given the card, because he's already had a word with Coleman. And it is his second foul. And in fact, rather than going for two up front, Edwin Greaves has made a like-for-like change, with Matt Brown being replaced by Ross Briscoe. I've got to say, I'm surprised by that one. I thought Edwin would go for two men up front, but no, it's a like-for-like change at the top, and Ross Briscoe takes over from Matt Brown as the main striker. And the United fans not happy with the amount of time that Downing has taken with the free kick, and another free kick given against Nduna this time for a foul on Will Green, and this time dead on the halfway line. And are Warwick happy with a point? A little bit of time wasting happening here. They're certainly not rushing to start play again, so are they happy with a point rather than risking it and going for a victory here? The free kick played towards the box, headed straight out again by Cox. And here's Green trying to work away from Coleman, who's got to be careful here. He's on a yellow card. So will Green try and exploit that? Still going Green, loses out to Nduna, and Briscoe races away with the ball and finds Musa. He needs some options here, and just about finds Glasgow on the right hand side. He's just kept it in. And Glasgow now looking for options. Switches it towards Coleman. Coleman just nicking the ball away from Smith. Here's Prinzel. The attack halted there as they look for options. Briscoe now. Unduna on the left hand side. Plays it into the centre. Blythe. And here's Cox. He may have a go here. And Cox goes for goal! And it's just wide. I thought for a minute that was going in. Just edging wide of the post. What a sensation over there from Chris Cox. I've got to say, until it hit the board behind the goal, I thought that was in. I was just waiting to see the net ripple. Brilliant effort there from Chris Cox. Some goals to tell you about from the Championship. Burnley have taken the lead at home to Nottingham Forest. Sam Vokes with the goal there. Brentford have a 3-0 lead at home to Wolves. John Swift scoring. And Middlesbrough have turned it around at home to Cardiff. They now lead by 2-1. Gaston Ramirez giving Borough the lead at the Riverside. And Coventry United starting to get into their element now. Unduna slips but manages just to hold off the challenge from the white man. Still Unduna. They have a shot here and it's gone wide at the near post. Not the best of efforts there from Muzzy Unduna. He had options in front of him with Briscoe in front, and Blythe was there as well. He decided to have a go himself. Goal at the Emirates, and guess who scored it? Lionel Messi puts Barcelona in front. Arsenal 0, Barcelona 1. Lionel Messi putting Barca in front 19 minutes from the end. And the score between Juventus and Bayern Munich remains 2-1 to the German champions, as a foul is given to Coventry United for a foul on Briscoe. And actually, no, it's been given as a free, as a throw-in rather than a free kick. It looked like a free kick to me.
Come on!
20 minutes to go until full time at Sphinx Drive. Coventry United still pushing for that goal to put them in front. Briscoe tussling with the weight defence, put into the area, and Morton's clearance high rather than out, and Green swings at the ball, can only put it out for a throw-in, dead centre with the penalty area. And you got to think Will Coleman go for a long throw into the box. And everyone pressing forward here except for the United goalkeeper. Throw into the area. Unduna picks it up on the outside of the box. Here's Blythe trying to retain possession and can't do so. White run away with the ball and a foul by Musa as White try for the counter attack. And a second change here for Racing Club Warwick.
Hey, Rick,
It looks like the striker is set to come off. Indeed, it is. If it's the number 9, Jamie Smith, coming off. Jamie Smith replaced by Elroy Junior Bennett. So second substitution for Racing Club White. The goal scorer, Jamie Smith, replaced by Elroy Junior Bennett in White's second change of this game. Preston have taken the lead against Charlton. That's 2-1. Preston 2, Charlton 1, and also, one team's had a red card. I'm not too sure who it is. It's Charlton. Charlton have had a man sent off. Harry Lennon has been sent off for Charlton. So it doesn't look like Charlton are going to be taking the points from Preston at the moment, as United try and work something from the centre. O'Grady dragged down, but nothing given. Here's Junior Bennett on the right hand side trying to work past Coleman. Tripped from behind by Prinzel, and this will be a yellow card. And Mr. Cox calls over Prinzel, takes his name, and it will be a yellow card for the United substitute. He's been filling in at centre back today. Seems to have taken more of a attacking role, pushing into the midfield over the last 5 or 10 minutes.
Come on, United!
Score remains 1-1 between United and Racing Club Warwick, and confirmation of that yellow card. Robert Prinzel booked by James Cox. And around 15 minutes to go until the final whistle. And as things stand, the draw would still put United back on the top of the Midland League Division 1, but only of goal difference. Knight steps as he takes the free kick. It's headed straight back out of the area. Briscoe heads towards Unduna. Unduna flicks it over Knight and picks up the ball. Great move there by Unduna. Trying to work past Reynolds. Gives the ball to Briscoe. His physical presence more than enough to get past Reynolds. Loses the ball, but it's played out by Hayden. And Coventry United looking for that goal to put them in front for the second time. Coleman looking for options. Pace of the game is slowed down a little bit, just what Warwick want at this late stage. The throw is taken towards Briscoe. He's got Nduna in support. Still Briscoe. Finds Blythe. Now Musa working away from the challengers from Warwick. Still Musa. Options wide. Finds Cox in the centre. He's going to have another go at goal. Works his way past the corner defender. Still Cox. Finds Briscoe. Back to Cox. Cox has a go. Good save. And it's still Coventry United have scored! Warwick couldn't clear their lines. Josh O'Grady picks up the ball and finishes from 6 yards. Coventry United have got their goal. And for the second time, it was Josh O'Grady. Josh O'Grady takes advantage of yet another defensive mix-up from Racing Club Warwick. Coventry United 2, Racing Club Warwick 1. And yet another goal for O'Grady. So Warwick just couldn't clear their lines. O'Grady picked up the ball around 6 yards out and drilled it home from close range. Real melee in the centre. And I didn't even know what was going on until I saw the net bulge. But there you go. Coventry United 2, Racing Club Warwick 1. A big goal in United's quest for the Midland League Division 1 title. And we've got around 15 minutes to go until full time here at Sphinx Drive. United with the one change left. And another goal to tell you about from the Champions League game. Juventus 2, Bayern Munich 2. An equalising goal for Juventus. A goal coming from Stuaro. As Warwick try and find that equaliser. It's booted clear by Cox. As United clear their lines, but here come Warwick again. Playing onto the left-hand side to Morton. Terence Morton tries to find Junior Bennett. And the clearance from Burgess didn't quell the edge completely, but they have got it away now. Here's Briscoe. Being forced back into the United half, but he has got some space now. But he's looking about too much. He's lost the ball. And here come Warwick with Marley crossing opportunity on the left-hand side of the box. Marley has a go. It's took a deflection on its way out for a corner. But the substitute Ross Briscoe really putting United in a situation they didn't need to be in. Losing the ball, and he had all the time in the world. And it's going to be late going over to take the corner.
I've got my brown underpants on.
With Junior Bennett, Green, Reynolds and Campbell in the centre. Morton waiting on the outside as well. Can United hold on to this lead? They haven't won for the last 2 games. And of course played in. Headed clear at the near post by Cox. He's gone out for a throw-in, which Warwick wants to take quickly. They're going to have to wait for some options here. And late waits his turn and gives it to Marley, and it does look like they're going for a long throw into the penalty area. It is thrown into the box. It's headed towards goal and headed out by Blythe, and a long-range strike from Late goes over the crossbar, and it's took a deflection on its way out. Corner, Racing Club Warwick on the right wing this time. Some goals to tell you about in the Championship. Bristol City 0, Brighton 4. Own goal from Little. Oldham Athletic are also leading at Peterborough in League One. The call's taken, headed clear by Prinzel. We saw an opportunity here, but late and off the line. And the United defence just standing still there, didn't know where the ball was going, but eventually it was cleared off the line. And a free kick given for a foul on Prinzel, I believe it was. So just to recap, Oldham have taken the lead in League One at Peterborough. So that's good news for Coventry City there. Obviously Peterborough going for the playoffs. And scores in the Champions League remain Juventus 2, Bayern Munich 2, and Arsenal 0, Barcelona 1. As we are roughly 10 minutes away from the end of normal time, as Morris takes the goal kick towards the head of Briscoe. And here is Briscoe, loses out too late. Played forward towards Junior Bennett. Prinzel gets his head there first, and Musa will play that one forward towards O'Grady. Cut out well by Buswell. But here come United again, and it's offside against O'Grady, who was in space on the right-hand side. Lack of communication now between the United players. Don't forget you can follow us on Twitter at Matchday Hillz. Send us your reaction to this game. This is your show after all. We don't call it the People's Sports Show for nothing. As Warwick try and craft a chance for their own. Headed on by Green, and there was no one waiting in the area. It goes straight to Rich Morris, who was more than happy to waste a little bit of time. Eventually picks up the ball as Junior Bennett gets a little bit too close.
England's number one.
And as you can hear, the England's #1 chants from the Coventry United faithful. Booted clear by Morris, and the Warwick defence should deal with this one comfortably. Not the clearances, but Green picks that one up. Good pressure there by Rich Brad to try and win the ball back, but Warwick have possession. Cox cuts out the pass, and Cox headed towards Blythe. United had it back in the centre of the park, onto the right hand side. Lovely long ball by Blythe to find O'Grady, but the control wasn't there, and Buswell put it out for a throw-in. He could have shepherded that one out. He did take the last touch did come from Josh O'Grady, but obviously he thought it was too much of a risk and plays it out for a throw-in. Coventry United 2, Racing Club Warwick 1. The goals for United coming from Brown and O'Grady, in between of an equaliser from Smith. And Warwick eventually clear their lines, but the long ball is far too powerful for Marley to chase. But he's still going, Marley. He's going to try and put Coleman under some pressure. And the pass from Coleman was going straight to the defender, but the defender has let it go. United picked up the ball with Cox, and Cox has been brought down by Cameron Knight, and it's a free kick on this left-hand side of the box, about 5 yards away from the edge of the penalty area. And it looks like a yellow card for the Warwick man. And it is the number 8 Adam Late who has been booked. As O'Grady prepares to take the corner from the left-hand side, it's whipped in towards the far post. Cox couldn't get to it. United still with an opportunity as Cox reclaims the ball. He's been forced onto the right wing. Attempted cross blocked, and it's come to Green, trying to work his way past Musa. Musa does well to reclaim the ball, and Cox has possession again. O'Grady in the centre, as United just play it towards the defensive area, just keeping it cool at this late stage. Ball towards Nduna, cut out well by Knight. Marley tries a little bit of skill to turn Coleman, but it doesn't work out. It does go out for a throw-in off the Warwick man. And United in no hurry to take this throw-in. Jamie Coleman walks towards the ball. 5 minutes to go until the end of normal time. We're expecting around 2 or 3 minutes of added time as well. So all in all, around 8 minutes for United to hang on. Junior Bet goes for the header, well cleared by Prinzel. And Musa finishes the job there. And O'Grady has come back from an offside position. And a quick free kick was not something that James Cox was expecting, and has called it back to be retaken. And a second goal at the Emirates. Arsenal 0, Barcelona 2. That man Messi again. Lionel Messi with his second goal of the game, and it was a penalty after Flamini had brought Messi down in the penalty area as Coventry United looked to find a third goal as O'Grady races towards goal, gets to seal it! No! And as you can tell, the United faithful thought it was in. O'Grady one-on-one with Downing. The low shot straight at the goalkeeper's leg, and the deflection from the Warwick shot stopper was enough to just edge it wide of the post. It looked for all the world as if it was game, set and match, and it would have been 3-1 to United, but Downing getting his leg to it, and it was just enough to keep it out. But how didn't O'Grady bury that one? Maybe a little bit of complacency there for Coventry United, but it's always best to get that 2-goal cushion. But the corner is taken, and O'Grady just trying to waste time in the corner. Maybe try and get a cross in if he can. And still O'Grady in the corner. He's brilliant time wasting there, but eventually it's gone out off O'Grady for a throw-in. And the throw-in eventually goes straight to Unduna. Another throw-in further down the line, this time to Warwick. Last touch off Unduna. It's still 2-1 Coventry United. Green plays it towards Marley. A lovely bit of skill there by Marley. But once again, not enough to beat Coleman. Oh, and that was a forceful barge there from Chris Hayden on Gift Musa. And the referee, I believe he wants to have a word with Chris Hayden. He calls Hayden over. As you can hear, the Coventry United fans not too keen on the referee to deal with this one quickly. A little bit of time wasting. It doesn't look like there's going to be another card issued. It's just a stern word to Chris Hayden as Robert Prinzel prepares to take the free kick around 10 yards into the United half. And it looks like the Racing Club Warwick manager has actually been sent off. The manager of Racing Club Warwick has been told to leave the technical area after a verbal bombardment of the referee. So things go from bad to worse for Warwick as Prinzel takes his free kick in the box, and it was dropped there from Downing, and if it was a United man within 5 yards, it would have been 3-1, but Downing got lucky with that one. Not the most impressive of goalkeeping displays from Downing. And it is nearly time to name our Hillz FM Matchday Man of the Match. Fellas, who's your man of the match for today? Who's your man of the match? Go on. You know what, I'm going to make the decision then. Once this attack's over, we'll let you know who the man of the match is. It's straight towards goal, and a good parry there by Morris. It was an effort from Malley, carried away by Morris, and Warwick have shown that they are not done. England's number one! An attacking opportunity here with Unduna on the left-hand side of the area.
Take him on, Dan.
He's got a lot again. At Race Club Warwick last time out, and then a long range strike this game, but goals from O'Grady and Unduna and Will Green with some space on the right hand side. Coleman comes across to try and block him. Green's all on his own here, works his way past Coleman with a great slide challenge from Jamie Coleman. Unduna holds it the play well and beats two Warwick men. As United maybe looking for a fourth here. O'Grady with space on the right hand side. He's got Unduna and Blythe in the centre, and a good slide challenge from Buswell puts it out for a United throw-in. Coventry United 3, Racing Club Warwick 1, and we're almost at the end of today's match. So if you have anything to say on tonight's fixture, head to our Twitter page at Matchday Hillz and make your reaction known. And we're getting some full-time scores through in the Championship, which we'll go through after the full-time whistle here at Sphinx Drive. Another opportunity here for Coventry United, and a free kick is given to United for a tuck on, I believe it was Moscow. As United look to just see this game out. And as you can expect, United in no rush to take this free kick. And I can see the referee having a quick word with Josh O'Grady in a second. The time wasting, I mean, there is a certain limit, of course. But United have got this game signed, sealed and delivered now. They will return to the top of Midland League Division 1 by 2 points. As O'Grady prepares to take this free kick, can they put the exclamation mark on this game with a 4th goal? Whipped in by O'Grady and just headed over for a corner. Took a nick off the head of a Warwick defender. And United could well still grab a 4th goal. So the referee's final whistle expected any second now. And the corner is taken short. And Dino plays it into the centre to Gift Musa outside the area. Musa forced to the left. Over to O'Grady. Tries to work his way up away from Marley. I believe Warwick have got the ball now. And they're trying to work it away from their defensive area. And it is a throw in to Racing Club Warwick. And United have really come alive this last 15-20 minutes of the second half, and that is what has won them the game, along with some serious defensive errors from Racing Club Warwick. But it's not how you win a game, it's if you win a game. You don't get points for style, but you do get 3 points for a victory, and that is exactly what Coventry United have sealed this evening. Final score at Sphinx Drive: Coventry United 3, Racing Club Warwick 1. The same scoreline as the reverse fixture in Warwick a couple of weeks ago. And like that night in Warwick, Matt Brown and Josh O'Grady on the score sheet, but the 3rd goal this time came from Muzzy Unduna, with Jamie Smith getting a equalising goal for Warwick around 20 minutes into the first half. So another day, another dollar, another 3 points for Coventry United, who return to the top of Midland League Division 1. They're now 2 points ahead of Bromsgrove Sporting, and that lead could be extended to 5 points this weekend, and depending on the result of United's fixture on Saturday, with Bromsgrove not in action this weekend. Let's go through the final scores in the Championship. First of all, it's not going to be in alphabetical order, it's going to be in the order of the games finishing. Bristol City 0, Brighton and Hove Albion 4, Ipswich Town 0, Hull City 1, Preston North End 2, Charlton Athletic 1, Brentford 3, Wolves 0, Leeds 1, Fulham 1, Burnley 1, Forest 0, Preston 2, Charlton 1, Sheffield Wednesday 1, Queen's Park Rangers 1, and Milton Keynes Dons 1, Huddersfield Town 1. There's another game going on, which is an 8 p.m. kick-off with Reading leaving Rotherham United by 1 goal to 0. Full-time scores in the UEFA Champions League last 16: Juventus 2, Bayern Munich 2, and Arsenal 0, Barcelona 2. So those are the full-time scores from around the grounds. And, well, that is almost it from us here at Sphinx Drive. And you know what? Home matches never do disappoint, do they? I mean, we've had 3 home matches here on Hillz FM Matchday, 2 victories, and an absolute stonker of a match with AFC Hinckley a couple of weeks ago. Well, you can catch us once again on Hillz FM Matchday this Saturday, live from Banbury Road, as Coventry United travel to Southam United. Bromsgrove, I believe, were due to be in action this weekend, but are not due to a cup run. So Coventry United have the chance to extend their gap at the top of Midland League Division 1 to 5 points. So again, Southam United versus Coventry United this Saturday. Coverage will start at roughly 2:30 p.m. live on YouTube. As usual, just search Hillz FM Matchday in your YouTube search bar and click on the scheduled live event. I'm still trying to get the final score from Nuneaton Griff, and from their last update, it was 3-0 to Nuneaton Griff at Heather St John's, and there's been no score update after that, so I'd assume that the scores remained Heather St John's 0, Nuneaton Griff 3. Well, everyone, I'm afraid that is all we've got time for another evening in Coventry. Here at Sphinx Drive, we have seen another fantastic game. Coventry United taking advantage of some woeful defending from their opponents, Racing Club Warwick, just as they did in the reverse fixture. They have taken a comfortable victory, and the final score in tonight's Midland League Division 1 encounter at Sphinx Drive, Coventry United 3, Racing Club Warwick 1. I hope you can join us this Saturday for the trip to Southam United from Banbury Road, and of course you can catch me on Thursday live on Sports Lounge on 98.6 Hillz FM from 10 a.m. for the latest sports news and views. You can also catch the brand new Battle Royal Wrestling podcast tomorrow on my Mixcloud page, which is mixcloud.com/Liam Cook. Thank you for tuning in. You've been a fantastic audience. I just wish I had a better show for you. What do you mean, so do we? Cheeky sods. Nah, I'm very joking. I'll see you on Saturday for the Southern game. Thank you for tuning in. And from me, as always, stay safe and stay sporty.